Israel just approved a plan to take control of the entire Gaza Strip. This move sounds confusing and is eliciting a lot of skepticism and criticism. For close to 2 years, Israeli forces have entered parts of Gaza to clear Hamas fighters and then pulled back. This clear and leave strategy just has not worked. Hamas remains and violence continues. Now Israel plans to fully occupy Gaza and hold it, a big shift with serious consequences. Despite Israeli pressure, Hamas refuses to surrender or give up control. The ceasefire is, and has been for a while, off the table. Israel can't just keep going in, clearing areas, then leaving only to return later. This has not proved to be an effective strategy at all. Instead of the traditional clear, hold, and build counterinsurgency approach, where you clear an area, then you stay there and hold it, and you build there, the Israeli military has mostly done clear, then leave. This policy, which people like General David Petraeus warned about from the get-go, has allowed Hamas to regroup, enlist new fighters, and it has contributed to much unneeded destruction of Gaza. Israel recently hired the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation to provide aid, hoping to separate Palestinians from Hamas's influence. But the effort has failed. Up to 1,000 Palestinians have been killed trying to get food, and starvation in Gaza is widespread. An alternative might be to let neighboring Arab countries or the Palestinian Authority step in to provide security and aid. But Israel's government rejects that, partly for cynical political reasons, but partly because they correctly fear that Hamas would be able to declare a symbolic victory and play a role in Gaza's post-war government. So the only option left for Israel is to step in as the occupying power itself. This means setting up aid, housing, and medical services, all the things you need to do when you occupy a population. Occupation, though, brings major problems. First, Palestinians will be displaced. With an occupation, this is tragic yet unavoidable. To isolate the remaining Hamas fighters from the population, the IDF will have to relocate Palestinians to humanitarian zones within Gaza. Second, the Israeli military doesn't want this role. The top brass and the IDF say that the army isn't built for nation building or for running civilian life. And third, the IDF has no legitimacy amongst Palestinians. This makes holding Gaza much harder. Finally, Israelis don't have the appetite for a long-term occupation. The public is tired of endless conflict and has no desire for a nation-building campaign or project where many more of their troops will die. All this makes the situation unstable and unpredictable. Whether this occupation will succeed is unclear. But as commentator Coleman Hughes pointed out recently, despite mistakes or challenges, the war itself remains a just war. Speaking as an American, we often judge wars through hindsight. After World War I failed to bring peace in our time, the US just said that the whole effort was corrupt and retreated into isolationism. Vietnam's disaster created Vietnam syndrome, where the public rejected foreign intervention. The Iraq War has made us hesitant now to combat the rising threats of China, Russia, and Iran. Israel faces a similar challenge in how this war is perceived. Yet even if its tactics or overall strategy is flawed, the core cause remains just. Hamas's violent rejection of Israel's right to exist set the stage for this war, and Israel's decision to force the surrender of Hamas remains valid. Israel's decision to take full control of the Gaza Strip is a difficult step. It carries huge risks, humanitarian, political, and military. But given the political dynamics and the circumstances, it may be the only way to end Hamas's hold on the territory. This moment will shape the future of the region for years to come. It's crucial to watch closely and to remember the larger context behind this conflict. Thank you.